I want to thank also everybody that's on David's list.
And David.
And David. You know, obviously, this is an amazing place. For some reason, a few months ago when I was told this was going to be the Jubilee celebration, I thought Queen Elizabeth was coming. Then I realized that she's been sitting on the throne 70 years, and she clearly hasn't accomplished anywhere near what we've accomplished. But sitting in shul, I guess, is quite as difficult listening to one of my sermons as it is to sit on the throne for 70 years. Then I realized that Israel is celebrating its 74th year. And so they're just a year behind us. They have some accomplishments they have to still undergo in order to keep pace with us. Understand that they're making some strides in science and technology and Nobel Prizes, but, you know, they'll eventually keep up. I heard that the Israeli Philharmonic is very good, but really not much compared to our religious school band. But we have been around for 75 years. And I'll be honest with you, it's hard to explain what a congregation means to be around for 75 years. And I'm reminded of the quip that is often told about a synagogue in which there is a disagreement. And the rabbi is brought a variety of people, and they come and they say, "This is the way we've always done it." And then another group comes and says to the rabbi, "Well, this is the way we've always done it." To which the rabbi says to both of them, "You're absolutely right, that is the way we've always done it." And then a third group comes to the rabbi and says, "Rabbi, how can that possibly be? That group says this is the way we've always done it and you agreed with them, and that's the way we've always done it and you agreed with them?" And the rabbi said, "Yes, that's exactly how we've always done it." 75 years is a cause for celebration. In a world in which so much has come and gone, in a world in which change is rapid and often destructive, we have remained vibrant, alive, cohesive, and loving. A few weeks ago, I suggested that maybe it's now time for us to change the name of Greenberg Hebrew Center. After all, very few people today refer to us as Hebrews. But we are still very much a center. We're a center for people's lives here in the river towns and in Greenberg in general. The truth is that in that sermon, I tried to explain who we are. No doubt, we are a center. We're a place that is supposed to center you. It's a place that's supposed to ground you. It's a place that you can continuously return to. But I do think that we are more than a synagogue. I think we're more than a community. We are, as I hoped to say a few weeks ago, we are the family you choose. If you look at what we do and how we do it, we're more like a family than any other societal construct. We come together like a family at significant moments. We learn with and from each other about how to live in this world. People come here when they need support, and they return to the world stronger for having been here. People find encouragement here.
Successful.
Thank God. They're just letting me know I'm connecting. I don't know if you heard it said connection successful. We're done. People joke with each other here, and they share ideas, and we eat together. It's a safe place for our children, and it's a safe place for us as well. No doubt we have our disagreements, but in time we grow to understand each other a little bit better because of those disagreements. It is our superpower. Though we sometimes forget that we have it, it's ultimately what we're all about, and that is we're a forgiving, loving place in which we know each other's idiosyncrasies, and we actually like them. We ask ourselves the question, who is a part of our community? What part do you play in our tribe? Who feels as though they're part of the family? And we all decide all the time in various aspects of our life who's in and who's out. But here, you're always in. We tell each other secrets that we hope will be kept in confidence, and they are. Not only is it a question of who you trust, but with whom you have the most in common. That makes us such a powerful force here in this area. And the next year, we're going to have to ask ourselves some difficult questions about how to expand our definitions of who's in and who's out. And we're going to have to make those decisions in a courageous way. But we know all the while the core value of including as many people as possible will always be at our core. In the end, this is about family. It's not about who you are most like, but who do you like the most. It's not about who you share mannerisms with or ways of talking that you've picked up. It's about the values we've picked up. It's as much about what we stand for as it is about who we stand with. There's a bizarre law in the Shulchan Aruch that says that a synagogue does not need a mezuzah. Synagogue in and of itself is a mezuzah. Mezuzah is supposed to remind us of the values we hold to be sacred. We kiss it as we walk in and we kiss it as we walk out. It reminds us of the values that we ought to inhabit in our homes and then take those values out into the world. That's what Greenberg Hebrew Center does for each and every one of us. It reminds us of what ought to be our values. It allows us to be strengthened by what we find here in this building and then take it out into the world and make it a better place. This must be a place of Kedusha, of holiness, where people come to celebrate or heal their wounds and then go out into the world and make the world a better place filled with joy. In the Torah tells us that the Jubilee year is the time when everything reverts back. It was a way of making sure that the societal structure created an equilibrium for people. There would become a gap over time between the who haves and the who don't have. That's what our synagogue does. It says, Bishnat hayovel hazot tishvu ish el achuzato, everything returns. I thank God that we're finally returning to be in this building, to create the equilibrium we need in our lives so desperately that we have lost in the last 2 years. I thank God I'm able to be a part of this community. I thank you for being my friends. I thank you for being my congregants. I thank you for helping us together build a better world. I hope we have a wonderful celebration tonight. And thank you, everybody.